So it's interesting that Kimber Rodgers, Starlight studio artist, talks about getting to the happy ending that we are all still looking for. That's a very interesting theme that connects her a lot to Amanda Besl's paintings, which have an undercurrent of whimsy and fantasy, and even though they have sort of darker tones in them sometimes, they share that impulse to get toward a happy ending that's not necessarily determined, but is kind of alluded to in the work. Kimber's use of mythological creatures, her allusion to fairy tales, animal imagery, all of these connect her with Amanda because these are shared bodies of imagery and illusion that they've both been using in their work.
I'm Kimber, and I do lots of different medias. First one is, this is Harley Quinn. She's a bust. And then I got the full figure. This is Supergirl. The full figure of her is not done yet. And then my death lady. She lives in hell. And these are her pets that swarm around her. This is one of the drawings. Of a naked woman, cat, and dog. This one you might get a little frightened of. Woman giving birth, which is actually me.
And then who is this?
This woman passed away, so I made a doll of her. Her name's Margaret Clark. This is one of those metal arts of a cat.
Like a repoussé.
This is the last picture.
Oh, she's both underwater and in bed.
Nope.
Is it underground?
That's a blanket. This is the bed. These are the few things she has on the bed with her. Her candle up there. Flower over there. Snake there and a snake there. And her slippers next to
And her
the
slippers.
You can look.
Oh, thank you.
It's a dog I babysat.
I was gonna
His
say-
name's Gucci.
I was going to say, you know this dog. You can tell by the expression this is a dog that you know.
And that's Marco. That's another animal I babysat last year. And that's my kitty Chewy.
I like the way that Chewy's tail is kind of repeated in the pattern of the blanket here, of the rug.
You're right, that is a rug.
Yeah.
Adam and Eve.
And that's a theme you've come back to in a couple pieces.
It's a goose. Well, actually not a goose, it's a swan. Yeah.
Who looks like they're sleeping, resting.
It's going like this with its feathers. And that's where they're in flight.
I do quite a few swans in my artwork too.
Oh, I've seen the swans. I saw the medias you used in some of your artwork.
So who is this?
She's a superhero. That it came off of Art Voice.
I think are we at the end of this one?
Yep. Some of the stuff is falling apart Just don't pay attention to the blank one.
Okay.
My daughter's favorite.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have to draw some of her stuff too that she likes.
So is Elsa your favorite?
Yes, Elsa's mine.
Why do you think that is?
Oh, I don't know, maybe because the way her hands make winter come when it's supposed to be summer in Arendelle. And everyone made Elsa look out to be a monster, which wasn't right.
Well, there are multiple sides to stories.
And instead of a prince being your true love, it was actually the sisters that were true love.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting because you're right. So many times we think of love and we think of just romantic love, but there is so much, in a way we could say that every story ever told is about one type of love or another.
Yeah, and the drawings that I do, like the fairy princesses, the reason why I draw those is some of those remind me of me. Like the Cinderella one reminds me of me.
Because I think one thing that we kind of have in common is that we're both interested in these images that are very feminine, but sometimes they're almost a little dangerous. So it was kind of eye-opening for me when I realized I'd been drawing hair for so long, and I realized that the roses actually had hair too because of the stamens in the center, and that, you know,
So that's sort of the hair for the roses or something?
yeah. There we go.
That one.
That one?
But if you look at it, you got your swan, you got 3 ballet girls, and then your hair you got like for the waves. Now, this is a weave.
It's from a wig, and it's the piece that would have been like the bangs coming down. But I liked the idea of it being sort of like a pennant banner, like a festoon, you know, as if they're sort of leaving in this very glorious way. And there's actually a fourth over here who's almost
I didn't
about
see
to
her.
fall off the boat. They're going to tumble out of the boat. You know, they're beautiful little fools.
Ship of fools.
They're beautiful little fools. I want to show you one in particular here. I think it's on here. There. And in that one, that's actually me.
Oh, wow.
So I have a self-portrait too.
That is so unique.
So
We didn't know that was you. We were just thinking, oh, it looks like a young girl looking through a hole.
So he's looking at me and I'm looking for him, and I don't know if you know these stories, but I love the Narnia books.
Narnia?
I love Narnia.
Oh, I love them.
I love
I
Narnia.
read all the books.
Me too.
And I've seen all the movies.
You know, everybody probably does have their Narnia somewhere if we could just find our wardrobes.
Well, in your things, of fairy tales, you remind me of a princess. One of my favorite princesses, and it's in Once Upon a Time. And it's Belle. He's the one that loves roses.
Yes.
And when you brought them, you brought joy to me.
Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. That's what I hope that the roses bring